someone who walks about in sleep, somnambulist, नींद में चलने वाला. To reduce a short form intended to stand for the whole abbreviation Sanchepan. Study of sound acoustics Dhwani Vigyan. The period between the beginning of puberty and adulthood, adolescence, Kisoravastha. A list of items to be discussed at a meeting agenda Karya Suchi. One who plays or for pleasure rather than as a profession, or a person who is neither well experienced nor professional, amateur, शौकीन व्यक्ति, capable of being understood in either of two or more possible senses and therefore not definite, ambiguous, अनेकार्थी, a partial or total loss of memory, amnesia, भूलने की बीमारी, an official pardon, the formal act of liberating someone, amnesty, Rajshama, a person who presents a radio or television program anchor Samachar Udghos, the date on which an event happened in some previous year, anniversary Salgira, a medicine to nullify the effect of poison, antidote, which her ausad, a glass tank where fish and water plants are kept, aquarium Machlikar, a large body of water with many islands, archipelago, Dweep Samu, the place where public government or historical records are kept, archives, Abhilekhagar, a government by the nobles or government by person of highest social order, aristocracy, श्रेष्ठ जनों के द्वारा राज्य शासन, one who denies oneself ordinary body bodily pleasure, ascetic, tapasvi, the scientific study of celestial body like sun, moon, stars, planets, etc., astronomy, khagol shastra, a person who can speak only two languages, bilingual, dvibhashi, a government run by officials in a state bureaucracy, Naukarsahi, whole excavated by an animal as dwelling, burrow, wheel, a doctor who specializes in the study or treatment of heart diseases, cardiologist, हृदय रोग विशेषज्ञ, animal that eat meat, carnivorous, मांसभक्षी, the art or process of drawing, making maps, cartography, मानचित्रकारी, an assembly of worshippers or gathering at a religious place or a group of people who have together in a religious building for worship and prayers, congregation, dharmik sabha, a man who knows a lot about things like food, music, and art, connoisseur, विशेषज्ञ या पारखी, a man who is recovering from illness, convalescent, बीमारी से ठीक होना, a person who readily believes other easily, credulous, भोला भाला, the scientific study of skin diseases, dermatology, त्वचा विज्ञान, a large bedroom for a number of people in a school or institution, dormitory, शयनागार, a game in which no one wins, draw, or निर्णित करना. Man behaving more like a woman than as a man, effeminate, नारी जैसा. A person who talks too much of himself, or a person who speaks always in praise of himself, or a person who is excessively conceited and self absorbed, egoist, ahamvadi. A poem that expresses lament for the dead, elegy, shokgit, an act of misappropriation of money, embezzlement, govern, bringing about gentle and painless death from incurable diseases, euthanasia, ichhamrityu, the murder of a whole race or a group of people, genocide, jati sanghar, the line when the land and sky seems to meet horizon, Kshitij, incapable of being approached, inaccessible, Durgam, incapable of feeling tried or exhausted, indefeasible, na thakne wala, that can burn or catches fire easily, inflammable, Jolansil. A copy of a book, piece of music, etc., before it has been printed, manuscript, hastlipi. A soldier who will fight for any country or group that offers payment, mercenary, किराए का सैनिक. A person who hates and avoids other people, misanthrope, manavdveshi. A system of government by a king or a queen, monarchy, rajtant. A person or thing that has the same name as another, namesake, hamnam. A notice of a person death's obituary, shok sandesh. A geometrical figure with 8 sides, octagon, ashtabhuj. One who is all powerful, omnipotent, Sarvashaktiman, a piece of land, garden in which fruit trees are grown, orchards, Falodyan. A person who opposes war or use of military forces, pacifist, Santivad. One who loves all mankind, or someone who freely gives money and help to people who need it, philanthropist, Janhitesi. A person who knows and is able to use several languages, polyglot, Bahubhasi. An animal that lives by killing and eating other animals, predator, Parjivi. A fictitious name, especially one assumed by an author, pseudonym, Upnam. A person who withdraws from the whole world to live in seclusion and often in solitude, recluse Vairagi. A person very reserved in speech, reticent Alpabhashi. A protected place for birds and animals, nature reserved for birds or animals, sanctuary, Abhyaran. Government not connected with religious or spiritual matter, secular dharm nirpeksh. A close-fisted cover for a sword or knife, or cover for a blade of a weapon or a tool, seat, mayan. An office with high salary but no work, sinecure, आराम की नौकरी. Fond of all over the world, universal, Sarvabhaumi. One who lends money on high rates of interest, usurer, Sudkhor. A person who is long experienced or practiced in an activity, veteran, Anubhavi. A decorative ring of flowers and leaves, wreath, Puspanjali. To decide and state officially in court that somebody is not guilty of a crime, acquit, bari karna. A word formed from the first letter of the word that make up the name of something, acronym शब्दों के पहले अक्षरों से बना एक शब्द.